Hi everybody, I'm Anna Kachikin and this is the Anna Report, where every Wednesday I sit with you guys and we discuss dating and relationships. And this week's topic is just the basic do's and don'ts of online dating. I'm keeping it super simple tonight because the Dodgers are playing their 7th game in the World Series. So I've got my full gear on, everybody. I've got my Dodgers Tervis cup tumbler. I've had a really long 48 hours. I've been waiting for this moment, so here we go. This time around, I remembered. I'm supposed to hold it sideways. Oh, okay, who over here does the swiping? Who over here is online dating? Who's over here swiping left and right for a girl? Raise your hand. 3-0 now, ouch. God, I'm not gonna be able to do the show now. Okay. First and foremost, it's your profile, right? Your profile right away is what? Your photos and what you wrote. And quite frankly, let's get serious. It's the first thing we look at is the photo, man or woman. We're looking at the photo first thing. And that's totally fine. So the kinds of photos that you post are so important. What I see happening a lot of times on online dating apps are some of these photos. I'm like, what did you use to take that photo? Or the photo is from before cameras were invented. They're like pixelated, dark. I'm like, here I am making a suggestion to guys saying, smile in your photos. And I'm like, smile? I can't even see who you are, let alone see your smile. The photos have to be great quality. And by great quality, I mean like at least have an iPhone 5. At the very least, it can't be a flip phone. Because I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. I don't understand why these photos look so awful. So which brings me to my next thing is it would be really nice if you guys smiled in your photo. Just smile. I had to go off on that rant because that was very important to me. Now the other thing is just because I'm suggesting that your photos shouldn't be poor quality, I'm also not suggesting that you go get professional shots done, because when I see those, I'm like, it kind of screams douchebag. By all means, get them professionally done. Just don't make them look like they're professionally. I don't want to see professionally shot photos of, dudes like this, and mom like that. Like, what? If your occupation doesn't say model or actor, I don't want to see photos like this of you. Okay? I gotta be fair here. I don't even want to know some of the shit you guys see for women, all right? I don't even want to know that. I'm just strictly did my research on all the dating apps, and I'm sharing with you the do's and don'ts of what I see that you shouldn't be doing on dating apps. So none of that, okay? And another thing too, some of these guys that they like the stuff that they wear and like full on, like literally a thong. He's like wearing a thong like this, okay? And I'm like, what woman is gonna like that? I don't want your underwear to be smaller than my thong. It's not attractive. Anyways. Also, no selfies. Right? Like, don't copycat the girls, okay? Just because the girls post like duck face selfies and post those, don't do that, okay? Also, don't take pictures shirtless in the mirror like you're holding the camera and you can just tell you look so uncomfortable because I'm watching you in the mirror. Take a picture of yourself. It makes me uncomfortable for you. Don't do that either. You know what else we don't like? Pictures of you with other women. You're on a dating app. You shouldn't post pictures of your ex, some chick that you had a one-night stand with, and now you guys are cool and hang out and party. Your mom, your sister, Any woman, I don't know who she is, I just see a female. We don't like that. Don't post pictures with other women. Now, which brings me to my next point, which is do not post group photos. The other day, I remember my mom and I'm showing it to my mom, and it's just this guy has a bunch, all his photos are group photos. And my mom goes, which one is Bob? I made up the name. I don't even know what the name was. And I'm like, I know, right? I can't tell who Bob is in this photo because he only posted group photos and I don't even know, so left you go. Ralph says pet pictures. Okay, so actually I keep pointing out all my don'ts. Pet photos actually are amazing. I think that guys should definitely say if they're a cat or dog person, and I think if you do have a pet, you should post it. Because for example, like me, I'm allergic to cats. So right away, if I see a guy who has a cat, you're going left because I'm allergic and I don't want to take you away from your best friend. Like, meow, right? But I love dogs, and if you have a dog, I want to see your dog. That's actually gonna make me want to swipe right, which, yeah, right, left. I think the pet photos work great. I think too many guys have French bulldogs on dating apps. I swear, like, I don't get it. I thought like French bulldogs were for girls. Am I wrong? Don't post pictures with your family. Like, if you took a ski trip with your family, like your aunts and your cousins, your uncles, you're like, family ski photo. What the hell? No. Ask your cousin Linda to take a nice photo of you skiing. Action shot. That's the best way. Don't take it yourself. Don't, pull old photos from out of nowhere. So ask cousin Linda to take a picture. Don't post the family photo. Your bio should be clever. I think the bio is really important, but one thing that I hate in bios is, playing the victim, trying this app for the first time. Let's see how it goes. Like, you're almost like challenging her. Tell you like, the app is fine. It's okay. Relax. It's really interesting because all the guys write how tall they are. And I want to understand the psychology behind why they write that. Is it because the women ask, like, first question, how tall are you? Right away. I bet you they're just like, women just don't care. It's like, nope, too short. With my heels, you're going to be too short. Bye-bye. Because all the guys list. They're like, 6'4" with heels. Some guys, like the way they incorporate the height into their bio, sometimes it's clever. I'm like, all right, like that was smooth. But most of the time it's a no-go. AJ says, girls want tall guys naturally, and I understand why they want a tall guy, right? Like, do you guys understand why we want a tall guy? We want a tall guy because we, as women, remember we've talked about this in the past, like, we want to feel protected because we still, in living in 2000, almost 18, we still do not feel safe when we step out of our house because of people like Harvey Weinstein, right? Like, so many weird fucking predators out there. So the physical aspect of a tall man, right, it's just a natural instinct that he will protect you, or that the scary guy will, the predator will be afraid of the tall guy that I'm with, but I've also dated the short guy who exuded that sort of like physical toughness, and I still felt very safe with him. So I feel like the concept of the height thing has really been like, that doesn't really exist for me anymore. I mean, the only thing with, like, I guess with the height with a guy for me would be, I don't want my kids to be short, right? I want to have I want to have a tall, handsome son one day. First message that you send her, you can't be perverted. You can't be inappropriate. Like, you can't make a sex joke because you're going to be flagged as a predator, pervert, like right away. Don't make it a controversial, message. Just, dude, be lighthearted. Even the boring, hey, how are you? I take that over a guy who messages me and says, my buddy and I have a bet going, $20 that you're, I don't know what, some dumb shit to get me to reply. And you know, a lot of times I reply because I feel bad because I'm like, let this guy win the $20. Or the guy who messages right away makes like a comment about his like physical characteristics, like, oh, you swipe right, so you must be digging my, I don't know, big old chest or something like that. You like my muscular body or whatever, like dumb shit you guys say. That is a turnoff right away. David says, what's the best opening line you've received? None. I think the best lines are, hey, how you go? How you doing? How's your weekend? Like just like normal. Like, no, I don't know you. You don't know me. Like, don't pretend like you know me. I'm not gonna pretend like I know you. It's literally two strangers exchanging genuine, like, hey, how are you? Great. How's your weekend? Like, and then you just and then whatever they put in there, I think it's really important to write the bio, in my opinion, because that's what's gonna get you to open up a conversation based off what they've written. That's why I'm saying, like, guys who write 6'4", loves cats. Okay. What do you want me to do with that? Don't go out wowing right off the bat with like all this like stuff. And I can't stand the guys who write all this stuff in their bio and I'm like, dude, I'm here to just swipe left and right and you want me to read your entire life? I don't even know you. I don't care. I want to get inside of these guys' phones and like fix the problem. And then in the bio, it's really important not to misrepresent yourself too, right? You don't want to write like fake shit about yourself, you know, oh, well, we went to Harvard and and now I work at Google, and no, don't do that. You can't, don't lie. But in your photos too, don't post old photos when you used to have hair and now you don't. Because you can tell that it wasn't taken by an iPhone 5 or like after. So you're like, this is a really old photo. And all his photos are really old, so I wonder what he looks like now that he's only posting old photos. I just think about all the girls who are like, oh, what a cute guy, nice hair, and a great set of abs. Swipe right. And then you go on the date. That's not the guy I swipe right on. What happened? You're misrepresenting yourself. And listen, women do this all the time too. Don't even get me started on the women, right? I only saw men's the men's profiles. So I'm literally opening my heart up to you guys from my perspective off of all the men's dating app profiles that I've seen so far, sharing with you what you should and shouldn't be doing. And I discussed it, and I've also discussed some of this with my girlfriends, and they agree with me, you know? They agree with all this stuff. People lie so much over the internet, I don't understand it. Of course, which is why a lot of women, they protect themselves because they know that everyone is lying online, right? So as a guy, your words have to be consistent. It's very, very, very important. Like, for example, let's say you meet a girl online and you're leaving out of town. The holidays are coming up. Perfect example, right? So the holidays are coming up and you're gonna be gone for 2 weeks. You're going back home east or west, wherever you're going. So let's say you're gonna be out of town for 2 weeks, or let's say even a couple of days for work, whatever it is, and you guys connected on, Bumble, and you tell her, you say, oh, I'm leaving town, but I'd love to, meet you when I come back. Honestly, right off the bat, I'm gonna think, I'm not gonna believe you. I would be skeptical of a guy who says, I'm leaving town, because again, there's so many people who lie. But if you say, I'm coming back November 3rd and I want to see you November 4th, and I forget about you, and I get a call, a text, or whatever it is, November 3rd, like you said, and you say, hey, I'm back, what about that date on November 4th? I'm going to be like, huh, this guy is consistent. I've been talking to this other dude for this entire time while this guy went to Boston, and this guy is just left and right inconsistencies, and this guy I haven't talked to, he leaves and comes back, just consistent. Okay. So that's again very important. Your consistency, everything you say, you have to mean it and do it. Having looked at online dating apps, would you use them? Yes, I think people who work a busy 9 to 5 and really don't go out that much. I think one major issue people in their 30s and late 20s are having is they're working professionals, they've done the party scene, they've already gone out, so they don't really go out that much. So, and when they do go out, they're kind of, they tend to meet 20-some-year-olds, so they get discouraged and then they don't go out again for like a long period of time. I like the control that you have as an adult with the online dating, but quite honestly, a message on a dating app, a guy saying to me, hey, how's your week going, is literally the same thing as a guy coming up to me at a bar saying, hey, how's your night going? It's like same shit. But the difference is that when a guy at a bar comes up to me and says, how's your evening going, and starts to go off this crazy tangent about, why the Soviet Union collapsed, I'm gonna be like, what? Same way I would be like, what? If you're just typing up all this random shit right off the bat. Don't do that. But yeah, so I think that dating apps do provide us with a sense of control as adults as far as who we want to talk to and who we don't want to talk to. But I think the problem with dating apps and people nowadays is people are overly sensitive. Just because we were a match and just because I don't want to talk to you anymore, it doesn't mean that you have to get hurt by it. It doesn't mean that you have to be mean to her. It doesn't mean that it's anything personal. I don't know you. It's not personal. So don't take it personally and get all pissy, and then send her texts trying to convince her why you are a great match. Let it go. Doug says the problem with dating apps is no one is truthful. I strongly disagree with that statement. I don't think that people are not truthful. I think that people are truthful because it's become such a normal thing nowadays to online date. And then finally, when you're on that date, I always say this, keep the date simple. For that reason, Doug, that people aren't truthful, just for that reason, keep the date simple. And why do I say that? Because if the person wasn't truthful, okay, and you've committed to a full dinner, good luck with that. Or let's say the person wasn't truthful and you've agreed to go paddleboarding with them on a random Tuesday morning with a complete stranger. No. Keep these dates very simple, stupid simple. Coffee, drinks, depending on the time. If you're meeting them in the afternoon, meet them for coffee. If you're meeting them in the evening, happy hour, a drink, call it a night. You'll be saving money. And if she turns out, so let's say, if she turns out to be a weirdo, not who you thought you were meeting, you're not committed to a full dinner. You're not committed to an entire, kayaking, whatever craziness in the middle of the ocean with a complete stranger. So keep it very, very simple. And immediately after the date, if you like her, text her and say, it was so great to meet you. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. Would love to do it again. Would love to see you again soon. Don't wait, just text her. And I don't mean like literally get in your car and text her, but like get home, right? Shower, whatever you do, then text her. But also don't wait until midnight that night to text her because that's too late. How long after? 3 days rule? No. Like text her an hour or two after the date. Yasha says, what do you do when her profile says impress me? Tell her to go fuck herself is what you know. I'm kidding. What kind of? Impress me? Really? Is that what girls are writing? You know, impress me is something I would have written when I was 16. I would literally swipe left if someone wrote that in their bio. Oh, and you know what I hate when guys write? Please God, say more than just hi. What the do you want me to say hi in Armenian? Do you want me to like, what do you want me to sing to you? Like, relax. You shouldn't have such high expectations. It's a free app. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. And I'm gonna go watch the game and pray for the Dodgers. All right. Bye.